All right, very, very nice and friendly if they do a disclaimer for this. So this is Out There, Oceans of Time. There's a disclaimer, we skipped it, so that's fine. This is definitely probably the prettiest game we'll be looking at. Might be pretty. It's got to load. If I remember right, this happened last time. And it took its dear sweet time. We'll see. So thank you all for sticking around, Hieronymus. It's great to see you. There we go. This is Oceans of Time. You're flying out there in space, as we know. This is actually a fairly common sort of title screen thing. I've seen a lot of games that do. They're just sort of like, let's fly through asteroids, which is fascinating because you probably know this if you're watching this channel, but asteroids don't really appear this close out in space. When people are planning space missions beyond the asteroid belt, we don't plan to hit the asteroids. We don't try to aim around them because they're spaced pretty far apart and just it's a minimal chance here. So there may be like some areas where they're congested like this very, very locally, but not just like big space. I'm just going to make sure the sound is alright. It doesn't seem like it's overwhelming, but I'm just going to make sure. Put it down to like typical Star Sector level. Alright, so yeah, no, and I'm glad you're here as well. It's streaming something that I don't want to say I have gotten away from, but truth be told, it's been very busy for doing it. And there's some things I definitely want to stream in the future, especially as we get closer to the release of Remnants of the Precursors. I need to punch in another save of that beforehand, but do we skip the tutorial? We don't skip the tutorial. Oh, no. We were all tutorial all the time in Steam NextFest. We want to get to know these games a little bit better, perhaps. So, in the very distant future, the God Cubes have succeeded in abolishing all systems of violence and territoriality. Humans left a dying Earth in 21st century aboard great arcs, finding refuge in distant, isolated worlds. Across many strange worlds in their galaxy, they have encountered many wonders and faced many abominations. So it's the distant future, the year 2000. We are robots. Apparently it's the same screen. Apparently it's still the same screen. Are we zooming in closer? Game. I think I'm caught in a loop. It's very nice art. We're gonna give this another shot. All right. So, take one. This is where I try to pre-play some of these, and then sometimes we just give it a chance. All right, so we're gonna continue. So what do you think you know about this? Oh, good. Now we're here. So there's Nyx. This is our main person here. I want the engine checks. At this pace, we won't be able to get there before the next solar cycle. I must say, Captain, I never met anyone who's actually eager to reach the mausoleum of eternity. I guess I could sound more like a Sergei, but it's the distant future. We'll pretend that everybody has a strange American Southern accent. We are dropping off a prisoner, not getting locked up ourselves. What's to worry about? The deadliest beings in the galaxy are held there, all in one place. A bit of a fear is a natural reaction. I'm more afraid of boredom. Just want to drop off to the Archon, then find something more interesting than chauffeur service for my next job. Hey, look, it's Star Traders Frontier. Well, let's deliver this person. All games lead back to Star Traders Frontier is probably better than all games leading to the Ascent. Okay, my crew is my family. I can never just sit at home knowing there's a galaxy full of discoveries just waiting for me out there. I confess I haven't known much besides the organization. I'm a bit jealous. You're free to choose your missions. Travel as you please. Well, that's how you grow. Test yourself. Meet worlds and life forms you never conceived of. There's risk, but I'd rather die than be old and ignorant. My colleagues have told me a bit of your exploits. They say you're fearless. Well, that's how she got the cool eye. Feeling fear is fine. Showing it isn't an option when people's survival depends on you. You'll understand when you've been doing this a few hundred years. Captain! Oh, look, it's a Ormristle. We'll call you Ori. As you can see, you have a bunch of planets rotating around your head, so that's fun. We spotted 3 unknown spacecraft inbound on high speed. Who are they? Give me an ID now. Ori says they're showing colors of the Archon, trying to spring their boss. Full power, we can't let them catch us. We have a problem. The interplanetary thruster isn't working. We're repairing it, but they're closing in. This can't be happening, but it is.
Equipment damaged.
So here's our ship. So we can fix it by pressing the fix button. The thruster's repaired, but we've lost fuel and the enemy's attack range. How could the Archon have contacted them? Well, he's an Archon, for goodness sake. I think the Archon had a network long before the war against the Lords. It must have told its allies its position right before it was caged, and they've been tracking it ever since. Network could be crazy enough to ally with a being that's so destructive. Not our concern, Sergei. Right now, we need fuel fast. So, hydrogen and oxygen, apparently. A little bit of iron. Slide here to fuel. So we got hydrogen fuel. We got oxygen fuel. Got iron for the hull. Whoa, what's that? Captain, they rammed us. The hull's integrity's compromised. Oh, look at that cute little Archon. Just want to give it a nice little pet. You really thought you could imprison a demigod? Well, we gotta use the voice. You thought you could really imprison a demigod? Captain, the Archon cell has been breached. You humans, always fighting for a doomed cause. I pity you, but you almost denied the universe salvation, so I'll admit I'm enjoying your last panicking failing. Another impact! Yes, I agree. We would absolutely never ally with destructive beings that oppose the rest of the species. We can't let the Archon... Okay, when you say you can't let the Archons escape, you're already too late. But I'm afraid I can't linger. I have such plans for the galaxy, for all creation. A shame you'll never see them. Captain, the ship's in critical condition. We have to evacuate. So, look at this beautiful spaceship. It would be a shame if something happened to it. Said all very cinematic. I like that. That's me, close studio. I know my picture's in the way in the bottom right, but out there, Oceans of Time. Very fascinating font choice. There's some nice juxtaposition there. It makes me wonder how serious this game's supposed to be. But considering we have an alien with planets floating around its head, I think I know the answer. Yeah, Dragon Cow meat, that works. I was kind of having some trouble placing our little wolf bro there. So, capsule, destination reached. Terminating hypersleep. Wow, they hypersleep for that ride? Ooh. Atmosphere breathable, airlock opening. Where's my crew? Sergei? Sergei, I don't feel well. I'm gonna... Because you got space sickness. Ugh, stupid woman. Sergei's not here. No one's here. I remember now. We lost the Vanguard. An escape pod. I was in cryosleep. I'm stranded on a wild planet. Probably dead soon if I'm not already. Wait. Picking up a faint signal. Better check it out. Hurts everywhere. Need to regain my strength before I push myself too hard. So, we don't have a lot of energy. We have a signal over there. We have our pod... I thought I saw something on the ground, but we'll try to move.
Stamina low.
Okay, so what happens when we run out of stamina?
Stamina critical.
Okay, I don't feel that well. I hope I have enough energy membrane left in my bag. Well, there we go. It's like any other time in the distant future, you just throw a pill at it.
Stamina low.
I bet it is.
Stamina critical.
Okay. So we lost a little bit of health. Look, it's Sergei. You're alive. Captain, you're okay. Hardly. We lost the Vanguard. The Archons escaped my crew. Who knows where. They ejected earlier on a different trajectory, but we're alive and we found each other. It's a miracle. The Archon should have killed us. It did. A captain without a ship really isn't alive. We failed, Sergei. This is the worst case scenario. I know, Captain, but we're together again, so we can start to find solutions. Unless you'd prefer to give up. Do we have the option to give up? Alright, you made your point. Less complaining, more answers for starters. Were no idea. The capsules were programmed to find a life-supporting environment. Beyond that, we know nothing. Any chance the organization will send a rescue team? Unlikely. Recapturing the Archon will be their priority, and even in the best of times, they aren't fond of failure. Oh, good. They're just going to ditch you guys. So, the organization leaves all failures behind. I guess that's technically not true. Yeah, you know, I agree, Hero. I'm not exactly sure what kind of game this is, and I didn't really read too much about it before. I just thought the art was interesting enough that there's clearly some effort here that's worth exploring. So, we'll find out together, I guess. It's our fault the Archon's out there. We've got to find it and end it. We don't really know who the Archon is. This is always a little bit... It's always a challenge to do exposition for some kind of world building and everything. It's a demo. We're not going to penalize it too much for that. So let's scan. So apparently we want to go here. Each member of a crew will add energy. Well, that's balanced. Alright, so there's an arrow up here, I guess, for the other pod. So we're going to explore the world and try to find out what the hell kind of game this is. Look, there's a camp. And it looks like we got a bunch of dead people. Or something. That's not people, those are cactuses. Okay, why would we take that much damage walking through cactuses? We could just walk around them. Okay, so here we are. Campfire, we smell a freshly lit campfire. We approach, both happy and worried, finding signs of life on this planet. An alien is lying down. They do not look good. Their breathing is slow and weak, and they do not seem to react as we approach. A bag with some minerals spotted with blood is nearby. They glance at us and suggest that we take their bag. I don't think they're going to survive this accident anyway, so... We can resolder the bones, take the bag, or give a tonic. Let's give a tonic. The captain makes every possible effort to recreate the best tonic she knows. After a few minutes of brewing, she makes her friend drink the concoction. The alien starts trembling until they regurgitate a blackish syrup. It wasn't the accident that was making them suffer so much. It was a pulmonary infection. They should get back on their feet more easily now. So, we got another alien that joined the crew. We didn't just take their stuff. So, look, we did the right thing. And you have healing, apparently, and biological exorcism. Cool. So I guess we're just gonna explore, try to get to these plants. This is not the way. Apparently everything is cactuses. Alright, what's this? So gather rare plants, 5 energy, but we get +3 for stuff. So Nyx is just about dead. Oh, okay. So let's try not to kill Nyx. I don't really even know if there's like a rest button here. Yeah, I can see the Gordon Freeman vibe for sure. Okay, we got more stuff up here. Alright, gather ore.
Stamina low.
I bet it is. So... So we gained a health. Let's see what you are. Maybe there's combat here, I don't know. Toxic cocoon, we go into a ghost town. Time seems to have stopped here. All the buildings are covered with gigantic spider webs. An enormous cocoon lies in the path where we're walking. The captain approaches gently and notices a slight Noise of breathing. We hear a call for help coming from inside. There's someone inside. We have to do something. Be careful. The cocoon seems covered in toxic saliva. So we can do communicate with the creatures, cut the cocoon. Let's try communication. Our xenolinguist, which one's the xenolinguist, tries to call the spiders to respond to their ambush. 3 enormous creatures appear at the edge of the bushes. Our xenolinguist explains to them that they can't eat their prey without getting sick. They then open the cocoon and free the alien who is lying inside. Delighted, the alien offers to join us. So Lictors joins here. So hooray, we got another little planetary orbity thing here. And now 25% of death here. I guess we're just gonna take damage. For a total health missing from the crew. Well, we can get 30 stamina that way, so that's pretty good. Look! We haven't even gotten in a fight yet. We've just gotten to some random area here. One of our buddies got injured for some reason. I guess I shouldn't feel so bad about it, but now we're here. Captain, we're in the vicinity of the signal. We need to pinpoint a location exactly. Can you narrow your readings? I can try recalibrating. Oh good, the good old Star Trek engineering here. Objective reach. Crew's morale's increased by 10. We got a signal. Your ship will land at 1 from your party for evacuation. Are you sure you want to call the ship? I think so. Look, spaceship! Get on the spaceship. We're going to learn what kind of game this is. Successful expedition. We got the goal. We got morale. I really like to have my people heal up. A little interesting that I can't like pull data on the crew here, so look at it. It's beautiful. It's a rusted old wreck. Try to see the potential. We can get it working again, Captain, I promise you, but we're going to need your help. I'm not a mechanic. Let's see what I can do. The ship already has most of the components to fix itself, the raw materials. We just need a refinery, then we could dismantle the shield generator to recover thorium, and with a functional refinery, you could extract resources from any raw materials we find. You really believe we can make this hunk of junk fly, Captain? I swear to you, I won't let us die on this planet.
Equipment damaged.
Alright, so here's our No Man's Sky style. We have nodes of stuff that we're trying to get to work here. So we're missing resources to build a refinery. It's possible recycling exists. Technologies to collect the necessary resources. So we have a driller. So how do we build a refinery? So there's the scanner, driller, cosmic folder, sick bay, telescope, hydrogen probe, shield generator. It wants us to disassemble this, so I guess we'll just follow the tutorial here. So we got 2 thorium now. And now we can build a refinery. Hooray! Alright. Enter the refinery, and what do we get? We're going to refine the shit out of the stuff. So iron. Alright. So fix it. We could disassemble this propulsion. Let's see here. So, oh good, we can drill. So look at this. We have good reputation. Look at this beautiful planet right here. And we can just drill the planet like new. Oh man, I don't even know what any of this means. I guess this is using fuel. The deeper the drill, the more resources correct, but digging too deep increases the chance of breaking the drill. We could go for full 10. I think 6 is fine. Well, we didn't break the drill. We got, I guess, carbon, oxygen, gold. I don't know what W is. Copper, and I should know what that is. Anyway, transfer all. What's W? Tungsten. Okay. And you're hafnium. I haven't had to use this shit in a while, so fix. Hey, Barrick, how are you doing? Everything's ready. What are we waiting for? Let's launch. The air of this planet makes me nauseous. Well, I'd like to find the Vanguard. Maybe we can salvage it. I'm sure we can retrace the way we came, and if the Vanguard can be fixed, I'll do it too. Dude, y'all were in cryo sleep. Somebody's already gotten to it. I like what I hear, engineer. Fire up the scrap heap. Taking off. Hooray! Oh, no, it's fine. I honestly was just... Stream is like, am I going to stream? I actually wanted to stream last night, and it didn't work out very well. I'll try to remember to post a link in the future, though. Let's see. So we could drill again, or I guess we can take off. Let's take off. This doesn't make sense. I'm hailing all friendly frequencies, but no one's answering. Are we out of range? In a sense, according to the ship's consoles, we've been in the same galaxy, but it's a hunt. I told you guys you're in cryosleep. What? We spent a century in hypersleep. I suppose the capsules couldn't find a habitable planet any sooner. That means the Archon's been free for 100 years. The things it could have done in that time. And the organization will think we're dead. We have to find a way to contact them with whatever methods they use now. It's a long way to the Vanguard. I hope the ship can hold together until then. It has to. The Vanguard's equipment is vastly more sophisticated. Are you sure you can find it? I still have the coordinates of the system where we were attacked. What are the odds we'll find our ship in salvageable shape after all this time? In the void, it won't deteriorate, but someone might have salvaged it. There's a chance I'm willing to take. I need my ship back. Alright, so now we're flying in space, apparently. Learning chemistry here. So out there is about survival and exploration. Visit the right planets to gather the resources that will keep your spaceship and crew in one piece. So hydrogen and helium for fuel, iron for hull, oxygen for gardening. So let's see what we got here. We got some glowy buttons. So we have other planets. So breathable atmosphere, rich in fuel, rich in metal, and then risky orbit. I imagine we don't want to go right there. So our hull is not very happy. Let's get over here first. Now, are we going to have to land? Let's scan first. Scanning. Oh, we have to manually scan. Oh, that's kind of actually nice. I was just waiting for the game to do something for me. So, apparently, anomaly right here. Oh, right. Seam of resources. So, 3 skulls. Seems good. Possible rewards with this. Worry about asphyxiation or bleeding. Seems like a good place to land. You know, the whole inability to breathe thing is fine. So we can do an expedition to go to the anomaly. We could just drill. Let's try an expedition. So add you to the party. Sergey is apparently represented by a dice. They're all represented by dice. Okay, so you're a survivalist, you're an engineer. This is a xenolinguist, apparently. Opie, that's what we'll call you. And apparently we did not take the time to heal. So this expedition is doomed for failure. Alright, so we know there's some good shit up here. If only we could find it. So gather this shit. Crew found 6 of this. Are all my people dying all of a sudden? Because it kind of looks like they're dying. Okay, it's apparently not a very breathable atmosphere, but... Okay, there's spikies on that side. We don't want spikes. Apparently, we can potentially heal. Or if I get spike bleeding damage, we can try to remove it. You can see I have my good old XCOM instinct of only run into the dark one space at a time. Okay, we can add a bunch of stamina here in just a second. So there's our resource vein. Let's add a bunch of stamina. Gain 70. That's good. And then, is that it? Alright, so our readings indicate the presence of an incredible deposit of Omega, so substantial that our engineers thought it was an error, and yet there it is, a lake of Omega, probably consumed residue of a judge or architect. As we approach, the lake comes to life. It takes the form of a huge black phoenix capable of crushing us all. So we can establish communication or we can contain it. Let's try to contain it. It's not more than living mineral, possessing the same weaknesses as Omega. Our engineer establishes a powerful magnetic field that agitates and repels the beast. It leaves behind a few feathers of Omega as it leaves. Feathers we quickly collect as we depart. So, you found 1 Omega and 20 metal. Objective reached. Well, that was nice. And we're not totally dead. I will like that. I don't want to walk all the way back across here. And yet, maybe this ship is not the best at, like, piloting, because that's not the way I wanted to go. So I guess we'll figure out how to rest here in a minute. I literally have no idea what I'm doing. But we are gonna, can I not? Okay, so I have to go onto the ship. We can't just go to those other things. Okay. Successful expedition, the Proto-God. Oh, our health still sucks. Alright, well. Let's go ahead and transfer this. So, apparently... Can we not, like, put it somewhere? Alright, weird. I'm gonna assume we have it. Oh look, all that for nothing. Alright, well it's just a demo anyway, but there's something that I didn't understand here. So let's drill. We wanted some iron here. We got a lot of iron. And then we got some other stuff that apparently doesn't fit very well. I'm not exactly sure why. Can we just go to the ship here real quick? So if we do refinery to the max... Alright. So our hull's trying its best. Don't really know for sure. So, resource slots. Sick bay. So we just have a tiny piece of crap, I guess. Alright, well, that's cool. Let's take off. And let's see. Let's try to go get a little bit of fuel here. I don't think we can land. So, probe it. Okay, can we just slide this in right here? I guess I could have pulled directly to do that. Okay. Which I guess means that what we should have done is just pull directly to repair the hull that way. Alright, well. Let's see what's out in the greater... Holy shit, that's a lot of... It's a lot of stars. So there's our accident scene. Guess this is what 100 years of cryosleep looks like. We can't... Oh my gosh. Can we zoom out anymore? That would be really exciting if we could. So it looks like we are in the spiral arm of a galaxy. There is a super duper massive black hole in the middle. So this is one of those games where I guess you get to explore everything. Now that is exciting. Why are you out of range? So we can travel here. Morale will go down. Can travel here. Okay, so our yellow circle. I guess some of this is scanning range. Red supergiant seems fun. We fly towards the system's inhabited planet. We are contacted by a political faction calling themselves the Liberators. They want us to assist them in a planetary assault and liberate their people from an insufferable tyranny. Good intentions, if we should take them at their word and take the risk. Let's lead the assault. Our ship joined the Armada's forces and drive towards the planet. It isn't a liberation at all. It's an outright pillaging. We managed to recover some useful items in the aftermath, but to have participated in this butchery lays heavy psychological burden on the crew. Well, you know what? We got some friggin' metals. So let's friggin' refine them. Because we need some hull. Sometimes you just gotta do the thing. Really. Okay. So that's exciting. Let's look at the, do we have any planets here? Did we literally just find a star? Oh, that's annoying. Okay. Okay, we are literally just at a star. I really don't want to just orbit a star. But you'd think a red supergiant would have some planets, but maybe not. Yellow dwarf. A black hole. You know I have to see what the black hole is. I'm always curious about what the black holes are going to look like in systems here. So, over time, the crew's been subjected to intense working hours the last few days. They informed the captain of their desire to lighten the workload. So let's ease up. So we're going to get some better morale there. Alright, so I want to see... Cool. Definitely now we're doing science-based black holes. I'm a fan. I'm not even mad that there's no planet here. We can't even, like, probe it. Because it's a black hole. We can't, like, fuel ourselves with Hawking radiation either. So we went the wrong way. Neutron star, probably a bad bet. I mean, we're going to do it anyway. Sanctuary. Cube invokes a sinister meteorite as it floats through the cosmos, deactivated, disemboweled even. We should know it contains powerful and dangerous technology. Should we explore? We should explore it. We send a brave volunteer. Bye-bye. Into a spacesuit to explore the sanctuary. They enter the cube and tell us that it's still a bit of a residual industry. Not a second later, the cube illuminates like a sun, vaporizing our companion and emitting a strong electromagnetic wave that sweeps over us. Was the sacrifice of our friend worth it? Nyx injured by 2. Orchidus injured by 2. Gravitational lens technology blueprint added to the database. I have no idea how to do anything with technology. Because crew and codex are locked. Apparently our crew's not dead. I guess this is just demo stuff at this point. So there's our... Oh, look. our oh my god. Yep. That's how fast that shit spins. So we have a garden planet. A gas giant planet. That'll actually really kill our hull. 2 garden planets. Fascinating. So neutron star, risky orbit. Do I still do an all or nothing? No, I don't. So 2 places with breathable atmospheres. Seems neat. Alright, so we can't scan it because there's no anomalies, but we can land on it. And hopefully we don't break the drill. Huh, this looks a little familiar.
Hull integrity low.
Thank you, British voice. I'm curious what happens if we break the drill. Seriously? Ugh. Alright, so we can't convert some of this stuff here, and apparently this place doesn't have metals. So that's fun. We don't have sufficient resources, so we don't have the hull. We just have to keep drilling, I guess. We can't do an expedition here. Huh. Fascinating. Okay. Let's drill again. So, I guess we're stuck. That seems like a fairly interesting way to go. Is that I landed here because I thought I'd be able to, like, do an expedition. Let's see what happens when we take off and blow up. So, check cargo for resources. So, I did definitely mess up. So we can get rid of the sick bay for iron. And get rid of the geological scanner. And get rid of the telescope. Get rid of the hydrogen probe. Or interplanetary propulsion. I think obviously we need to disassemble sick bay. And we didn't get our iron from disassembling the sick bay. Well, I guess where we're going, we don't need it. Okay. So suddenly we didn't get the resources from it. It's pretty exciting. We're about to die. So let's take off. Here we go. We have no hull. We are failures in space. Okay, do you, sir, have an anomaly? No. Alright, we still can't do anything there, so let's just land it. Game over! Alright, well, thank you for playing the beta version of Out There Oceans in Time. So apparently there's more ships, more critical choices, and breathtaking story with multiple possibilities. Discover new ships throughout the game. There may or may not be combat somewhere. Choose your game mode that suits you, story or roguelike. Improve your ship through technologies and pods and meet unique aliens. So I think that's one of the really interesting parts of just looking at this game is... I agree with what you said before, Hieronymus. I really don't know what I was playing. I mean, it was interesting. I just don't totally get it. But, I mean, also, I apparently don't know how to, like, use the 3 seashells or repair my ship. So, yeah, definite rip, Barrack. That's correct. I will go back to the title screen here real quick just to give it another look at it. But I think that's probably about all the time I got tonight. So, Barrack, I'll make sure to post your Discord in the footer to make sure you know I'm streaming as well, because it has been a little while since I have, and I just really was kind of found some time past few nights or so. So did 4 demos today. They all were good in their own way. I mean, definitely this one is out there, not just in the title. But I think this is the benefit of Steam NextFest, is that a game that I might not have looked at very much, or just kind of be like, huh, maybe okay. Gives you a chance to pilot it, gives you a chance to play it, gives you a chance to see it. So that's going to do it for this one. Thanks for hanging out, you all. Fire, Barrick, Hieronymus, thank you all for being in here. But yeah, we're going to do this again soon. I'm going to split these videos out and put the VODs on the YouTube, as well as getting back to sort of regular programming. Been bombarded with work the past few days, so this is how it goes. But thanks you all for watching. Have a great night, good morning, whatever time it is for you all, and we'll do this again another time. You all take care. Boop.